We have an update in the investigation into the city's latest homicide.
Let's go live to CP24's Beatrice Vaisman. Beatrice, what are you learning?
Melissa, CP24 has learned that a 31-year-old man from Toronto has now been arrested and charged in the brutal beating to death of a 60-year-old homeless man outside of U of T campus here downtown yesterday. Again, this 31-year-old man now arrested and charged with first-degree murder. What I've learned from police sources, Melissa and Lindsay, is that this was a member of the public who was clearly paying attention. This member of the public out in 51 Division, so on the east side of Toronto's downtown core, when they spotted the man. And the photos that police released earlier today, the photos from security cameras, and that's when this member of the public called police to alert them, called 911. Officers from 51 Division quickly responding and arresting this 31-year-old man. So again, CP24 learning a member of the public out and about in 51 Division, so east part of the downtown core, spotted the man in these photographs after this press conference at 1 o'clock this afternoon with Detective Sergeant Trevor Grieve from the homicide unit. Recognized him from the pictures and called police. As for what happened, it was yesterday, 5:20 yesterday morning, that police say 60-year-old Mario Ferreira, a homeless man, was sleeping on a bench outside of the pharmacy building on U of T's downtown campus. That's when police alleging he was approached by this 31-year-old man. The man allegedly beat Mario Ferreira to death with some kind of debris that he picked up, police say, from a construction site. They wouldn't divulge exactly what that piece of debris was, whether it was a pipe or a brick or something else. But the 60-year-old man beaten to death, his body found 3 hours later by someone passing by, that person letting campus security know, campus security then calling police. And as troubling as those details are, Melissa and Lindsay, police classifying this earlier today as a completely random attack. There was no provocation, no conversation or argument that happened in the minutes leading up to it. So here's what we heard from Detective Sergeant Trevor Grieve earlier this afternoon.
From what I can see on the surveillance, I do not see any sort of altercation that occurs between the victim and the suspect, and I am treating this as a completely random incident.
So how alarming is that? You've got someone attacking people completely out of nowhere.
I think it's very alarming, truthfully. That's why I've asked to come before you all today as quickly as I can to get the message out on who this suspect is, so that we can try and locate him and get him into custody as quickly as possible.
Detective Sergeant Grieve asked about his conversation with Mario Ferreira's family. He said he spoke to a couple family members, actually, and they didn't share too much about him, but we're certainly hoping that the person police believed was responsible for this random murder would be brought to justice quickly. And so now we see how this works and why these police, not only press conferences, are so effective, but putting out photos for the public to see is incredibly effective as well. It just takes one person who's walking around, eyes open, paying attention, to recognize a murder suspect and to call police. And now we know a 31-year-old man arrested and charged with first-degree murder this afternoon. Back to you.
Okay, CP24's Beatrice Vaisman reporting live with those breaking news details. B, thanks for that.